Dear friends, dear students, today we will be seeing about infectious disease in pathology unit 1. So what do you mean by infectious disease? Infectious disease which spreads from person to person. It may be due to air, due to inhalation, that is the air route. It can be due to water transmission like typhoid, air route, that is the respiratory diseases, tuberculosis, now the coronavirus, and all those things are in the infectious disease. Now this infectious disease, who had coined this word for the first time? This word was coined first time this was invented by the germ theory of disease. The inventors of germ theory of disease has invented this thing, that is Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch. As they had first discovered the infectious disease was tuberculosis, or caused by tuberculi, bacilli and anthrax, which is caused by bacillus anthracis. So this is about the infectious disease. Now we'll be seeing about the infectious disease, the causes of it. The important cause of death of infectious disease. Infectious disease is the cause of death in major developing countries. In all developing countries, it is the cause of disease. Like we actually know, like it's happening in coronavirus now. So the main causes of death are due to malnutrition, due to bad hygienic conditions. Hygienic conditions means you are not, your soil is not good, your water supply is not good, you are not taking bath, you are not changing your dresses, your hygienic conditions are poor. Second is malnutrition, because your diet is not balanced, it is not rich in proteins and trace elements, fats, vitamins, it's not fulfilled in that. And the third is the deficient health awareness. Due to the unawareness of due to unawareness about the disease, people don't take any precautions. If they have awareness about the disease, like they know due to water this illnesses are spreading, what they will do? They will drink only boiled water. If they know that due to imbalanced diet it is often, what they will do? They will try to take balanced diet. So prevention is a factor. By preventing and taking precautions, and if you have the awareness about all those things, then much of the infectious disease can be prevented. Now the major cause of death major cause of death is mainly due to the gastrointestinal diseases, that is because of the excessive vomiting, by which your body is losing fluid from the body. Then diarrheal diseases, because both this thing causes electrolyte imbalances in the body. It causes hypovolemia in the body. And then AIDS. These are all some of the infectious diseases. Now next we will see about the techniques of diagnosing infectious disease. The techniques we had already seen one chapter, methods and techniques of used in pathology. So first it sees the histopathology. In histopathology, whatever you will send, we will take the samples. For samples we take, then it is being stained, like histotoxin and eosin stain we use for any cells which are being the chromosomes, the cells it is stained by usually that, and the chromosomes, they are usually stained by eosin, which shows the pink color, and the other is the hematooxylin. This is one of the stain. Next is Gram stain, which is used for bacterial. Any bacterial infections, it is stained by Gram stain. Then Zeal stain or acid fat stain, that is for mycobacterium. In tuberculosis it is done. Then silver stain, that is usually for fungi and spirochetes. Then is mucicarmine, that is for cryptococci, and then Gamma stain for hemoparasites. Then the second is, that was under the histopathology, all the stains we use. Then the next is immunohistochemistry. These organisms are identified after labeling with specific antibody probes. Then electron microscopy. In electron microscopy, whatever is the slides which are prepared, that is observed under the electron microscope, and it is seen which is the organism is seen, and thus it is cultured. This is seen and confirmed. So before taking all the samples, what has to be done? These microorganisms has to be taken under culture. In culture bottles, you would have seen culture bottles. In that we have to take this samples. If it is blood, if it is urine, if it is stool, anything, it has to be cultured first in certain medias and then it is sent for identification. Nowadays, DNA probes are also done in case of bacteria, virus and protozoal infections. Now next we will see about the roots of infection. What are the roots of infection? Infectious diseases. The root of infection is respiratory tract infection, that is by inhalation. Then gastrointestinal root, that is by contaminated food or water. Urogenital tract, that is by sexual intercourse. Cutaneous root, that is directly through skin or by touch or by insects or insect bites, that is by animal bites, snake bite, anything it can be. So respiratory tract by inhalation, gastrointestinal tract by contamination of food and water, urinary tract by sexual intercourse, then cutaneous root by skin or touch or anything. Then next is its classification. Classification is classification of infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are caused by bacteria. Then when you will be studying about, in later chapters we will be seeing about each diseases in detail. It's caused by bacteria, fungi, virus, parasite, prions, mycoplasma, chlamydomonas and rickettsia. These are the different classification of infectious diseases. Infectious diseases can be caused by bacteria, that is tuberculosis bacterium, fungi, virus, parasites, prions, mycoplasma, chlamydomonas and rickettsia. That is the different classification. Now again one thing is this microorganism, this infectious agent can be used for causing as agents of bioterrorism. Bioterrorism means like usually in war we use weapons like gun use करते हैं, bomb डालते हैं. These are all the methods we use. But apart from that, bioterrorism is biological terrorism. In that, human man-made bombs are there. That is like, for example, we'll see, we usually suspecting that coronavirus was a man-made infection that was created in the labs of China. That's what we suspect. It is not proved yet, but that's what it is saying, that while making that it was leaked. That's what you see how much without using any mechanical weapon, how much is the death is causing, how economical condition is down, how all the countries are shut down due to lockdowns. So this is bioterrorism. So in bioterrorism, they usually what will happen? Mortality will happen, morbidity will happen, and widespread fear and panic because of, like for example, because of coronavirus, whatever is happening. Now, Center of Disease Control has categorized microorganisms that is been into three categories. Category A is agents that cause a high threat, that is Bacillus anthrax and Yersinia pestis. That is being used. That is high agents that is called highest threat. Second agent B, category B is agents that is called moderate morbidity, that is Clostridium tetani, that is the other Clostridium usually causes gangrene. Then category C is potential threat of mass dissemination, that is usually caused by Nipah virus, hantavirus. In last year, 2 years back in Kerala, it was affected by Nipah virus. So usually it is being said that Center of Disease Control has categorized these things as these are the three categories which have been it is categorized into three according to the destruction this bioterrorism agents will be causing. So this was all about the infectious diseases. We have seen about what is infectious diseases, its causes, then techniques how it will be identified, then roots of infectious disease, the classification of it, how it works as agent for bioterrorism. So thank you. This much for today.